Hey guys, Reginald here, back today with another really cool deck profile. So for today I've got a Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck. I've played this deck quite a bit. I recently picked it up again because it's all dropped in price now, which is nice. So let's get into it. So for the main deck I've got 3 copies of Chaos Max. This card is really cool. This isn't the best deck, but I really do like this card. Love the artwork, love the effect, so I think it is still worth playing. 3 copies of Incantation Chalice Slime. It is a really great searcher, helps get any of the incantations from deck and just discards any dead card. Oh, there we go. 2 copies of Pensabloom, 2 Buckstone, 2 Talismandra, and 2 Candle. This is just the full incantation engine. I find that they're all best as 2-ofs apart from the Chalice Slime, so I'm just playing 2 of each because you don't really need to open the Pensablooms much if you are playing as many Chalice Slimes and Preparation of Rites like I am. So I'm not playing the smaller Chaos Dragon, the 3000 attack one, because I don't think it's that good. I don't think you ever really need it. The OTK with it is really situational, so I'm just playing 3 of this instead. And then we've got 3 copies of Ibly. This is the spiciest card in the deck. I don't know how people play the deck without it, because it just gives your opponent a 0 defense monster that you can pierce straight over just by normal summoning. Also it prevents them special summoning, so they can't hit you with an Nibiru, they can't Gamma you, they can't Impermanence you, which the Imperm doesn't really come up, but the other 2 do, or can do, so you just want to be able to give them this as your first thing so they can't like Gamma your Chalice Slime, for example. So if they are making you go first, this really gives you a leg up by preventing a lot of hand traps. So 3 Ibly is an absolute essential. I have no idea why people don't play this. And then just 2 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm only playing 2 because with it being an OTK deck, you don't need to have a long game. You literally just want to summon it out and then just win. Summon out the Chaos Max, so just 2 of those. 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance. You barely use your extra deck anyway, except for linking off the Ibly. So Extravagance is really, really great in this deck. Helps get you through the deck, bait out any Ash Blossoms nice and early in the turn, so that's fine. 3 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. You don't want this card getting ashed, so you want to always try and play this last. Or if you can't play around it, then you go for the Chaos Form. So 3 Advanced Ritual Art. 1 copy of Chaos Form. I'm only playing the 1 because I don't think you need it. You always get to your ritual spell anyway. There's so much search in the deck, so just play the 1 copy. 3 copies of Book of Eclipse. This could be Swords of Concealing Light as well, but I personally like this because it gives you a bit more flexibility in case they make you go first. You can actually book their entire field, and then it just gives you. Obviously they do draw cards, but if you're just going to OTK them next turn anyway, it doesn't matter. And I think it's just a more versatile Swords of Concealing Light, so I'm playing 3 of those. 3 copies of Signet Mining, so you can just get straight to the Ibly. It's part of the combo. A lot of people play Creature Swap in the main, but I prefer the Ibly, so 3 Signet Mining. 2 copies of Extra Foolish Burial. Really great card. Hard ones per turn, that's why I'm only playing 2, but you can search any of the pieces you're missing, so 2 of those. 1 copy of Into the Void. It's a 40 card deck. You want to just get through it in 1 turn pretty much, just get to where you need to be. 1 Into the Void. 2 Prep. The only thing it can search is Chalice Slime, but even if you draw this and a Chalice Slime, you can always thin the deck and then discard Chalice Slime for Chalice Slime, so really great. 2 copies of Melody of Awakening Dragon. Helps add the Chaos Max or a Blue Eyes, but I don't know why you would, so just 2 copies of that. And lastly, you've got 1 copy of Called by the Grave. Really great. Wish it was at more because you don't want to get ashed in this deck, and you certainly don't want to get drawled. So that's it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck, we've got a Galaxy Eyes package. So you got the 1 Cypher Dragon. It's really good, helps steal a monster in case you need that, so quite a good card. 1 copy of Cypher Blade, helps you destroy a card on the field. then you can rank it up into the full armour, which then destroys another card. It rarely comes up if I'm honest, but I just needed 15 cards so you can play the extravagance, so that's fine. 3 copies of Entis. You are playing the extra foolish burial, so you do want to be able to send this in a pinch, in case you go in second, they've got something you actually need to destroy. So 3 Entis. 3 Herald of the Arclight. Again, you want to play 3 because you are playing the punishment as well on the side, and obviously with the extravagance you don't want to banish all your copies, so 3 Arclight. 1 Omega, just really good with the foolish, extra foolish, and with the punishment. Then for the links, we've just got 5 link ones that you can just use your normal summon, so the Ibly. So 2 copies of Almirage. I couldn't find my 3rd copy, it's somewhere, so I'm only playing the 5 targets. It is possible that you could banish all 5 off extravagance, but that is incredibly unlikely. So 2 of these, 2 Link Devotee. Don't know what it does, but it requires a level 4 lower Cyburst, so there you go. And you've got 1 Link Disciple. Again, don't know what it does, don't need to know. So you can just summon it, get rid of your Ibly, then give it to them. So that's really great. So that's it for the extra deck. And onto the side deck, we've got 3 copies of Nibiru the Primal Being. Really great card. I think it's the most high impact hand trap, so if you are going against a big board of, for example, Link monsters, the token you give them will have 0 defense. So if you Nibiru at the right time, you're actually giving them a 0 defense monster as well. So that's really interesting. 3 copies of Dogmatic Punishment. It's one of the best trap cards, and a big problem with this deck is it's not very good at going first. So you can establish the Chaos Max, which is obviously, can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, but if they can out it, then you just lose. So you want some good traps to back it up if you are going first. You are already playing the extra deck for this anyway, and you can send an Arclight if you need to, so really great. 3 copies of Solemn Strike, same logic as the punishment. You just want to be able to stun your opponent for the 1 turn it takes to then get a battle phase. 1 copy of Feather Duster. I love this card so much, especially in decks like this where you don't have to worry about getting dusted yourself, so 1 Duster. 2 Lightning Storm. Could play 3, but I'm playing the Duster, so I just like the 2. Just helps break any boards and still gives you a battle phase. And lastly, we've got 3 copies of Creature Swap. I'm not massive on this card in the main, but I do think it's fun to side because, especially for like a less competitive matchup, you just want to have a bit of fun putting your creature swaps. The Ibly is better at it, but this is more funny. So if you just have an incantation, then you give it to him, then you just do 8,000 damage over the incantation. It's really great. So that's it for the side deck. So this has been my Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck profile. I really enjoy playing the deck. It is quite a simple deck, but it's a lot of fun to play, a lot of fun to just OTK people with. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.